Mr. Milne, you should have a document in front of you of 2 pages. The first page has lines. Can I ask you to turn to the second page? And would you agree that that appears to be a mud map with various coordinates?
Yes.
Do you recognise this document?
I don't recognise the writing, the coordinates and all that, but I recognise the other writing.
And what writing do you recognise?
Gravel pit, camp and first hole, sandstone.
And whose writing is that?
Mine.
So you would admit or accept that your writing gravel pit and sandstone is your writing?
Yes.
Do you recognise the writing camp and first hole?
Yes.
Whose writing is that?
Mine.
Does that cause you to have any recollection as to what first hole or hole might be?
Yes. The crystals.
And that is the mine shaft that you've indicated being just above the mine shaft where Ray Kellett was found. Do you recognise any other writing on that, Mr. Milne?
No, I don't.
Mr. Milne, can I ask that you be shown a document that's not yet tendered but been referred to earlier in the inquest, a copy or an extract of Ray Kellett's journal? There are copies for the court and the witness and copies for counsel. Mr. Milne, if I could just ask you to take a couple of minutes just to read perhaps the first couple of pages. Have you ever seen Ray Kellett's writing before?
No, I haven't, actually.
Can I ask for you just to accept that the handwriting in the journal that you've been handed is Ray Kellett's writing? If I could then ask you, do you still have the mud map in front of you?
I do.
Does the writing on the diary seem similar to the writing directly beneath your writing on the mud map?
Yes, I think so. It's close, yes.
So the words Bruce Venus Metal 40E permit. Would you say that that writing is similar? Mr. Milne, do you have a recollection of Mr. Kellett writing on this mud map prior to you or after you?
It would have been after me. I've never seen any of the longitude, latitude or anything before.
Mr. Milne, would you accept that earlier I referred you to an email that made reference to Venus Metal?
Yes.
And there's a reference to Bruce, and I apologise I can't remember the surname. But would you agree that the email also referred to a Bruce? Perhaps, out of fairness, I'll indicate the reference was to Bruce Robert. Do you recognise that name?
No, I don't.
Are you able to assist Your Honour to understand, Her Honour to understand, why it was that you drew this particular plan or your part of the plan? I should be accurate. The part that you say that you drew, what was the purpose of doing that?
It would have been a mud map to get up there. The place of intention of put into camp, which we never camped there because it was too hard for the dog. We went where it has got where it swings around like that. Can I just show you?
No, Mr. Milne. My question was, do you recollect why it was that you drew this plan?
It would have been a mud map for Ray and Jen.
And you were, as I said, shown this mud map during the police interview. And am I right? You don't have a recollection of being shown that mud map.
I'm sorry, I don't remember it at all.
Your Honour, I have one final question in relation to this topic, and it might be suitable just to ask that. May it please Your Honour. Mr. Milne, I've referred you to emails, I've referred you to some messages.
Yes.
I've referred you to various witness statements about your prospecting habits, and I've referred you to this mud map. Is your evidence that any reference to hole in these various respects is a single hole, and it's the hole with the crystals that you've referred to as being just north of Ray Kellett's, or the mine shaft where Ray Kellett's remains were found?
Correct.
Thank you, Your Honour. I would propose that we adjourn at this time. Mr. Milne, before the lunch adjournment, I had asked you some questions in relation to holes. Can I ask you, are you familiar with the term $3 million patch?
Yes.
Can you explain what that term is?
It was Ray's nickname for the area he wanted to go to.
And am I right in understanding that you said it was Ray that wanted to go there?
Yes.
And it was a term that you came up with, Jenny came up with, or Ray came up with?
Ray.
Are you familiar with anyone using that term other than yourself, Ray and Jenny?
No.
Are you aware of any written record created before March 2015 that refers to the $3 million patch?
No, I'm not sure when it was. Not written, I would have thought. No, I left, so I'm not sure.
Are you able to provide a reason as to why the $3 million patch doesn't appear on the mud map that you said that you produced and that refers to first hole?
No, I don't know why it's not on there. It has got the road that goes round that way though, but no, don't know.
I should be clear, I'm not talking about any of the notations or coordinates. I'm simply referring to the part that you drew.
No, it's not on there.
Am I right in understanding that the $3 million patch is distinct and separate from the hole that you were referring to, which is to the northwest of the area that you've just indicated?
Correct.
Mr. Milne, were you in court when evidence was given by other witnesses that they had never heard of the $3 million patch?
I was here when they said that, yes.
What would you say to the proposition that the $3 million patch is fictitious?
Well, it's just a name.
Do you have any understanding of whether Ray and Jenny spoke about the plan for the second trip in detail to anyone other than you?
Don't know.
Do you know whether they spoke to Jenny's children about what they were planning in terms of the second trip to Sandstone?
Don't know.
Did you talk to Ray and Jenny at any point about whether they should talk to anyone else about your trip to Sandstone?
No. Ray wanted to keep it, as he called it, secret squirrel.
Ray wanted to keep it secret squirrel?
Yes, he didn't want anybody to know.
What would you say to the proposition that you wanted to keep it secret squirrel?
No, not me.
If the witness could be shown Exhibit 3, Tab 5, Graham, do you know Darcy James Keegans?
I met Darcy once.
Yes, and who is he?
One of Jenny's boys.
And you will see that he has provided a witness statement to police.
I see that, yes.
Would you agree that Darcy's evidence is that his parents told him that you had made them promise not to reveal the location where they were prospecting, as it was a secret? Is that what it says?
That's what it says, but no, that's not correct.
Why do you say that?
Why would I tell them not to say anything? It was Ray that was adamant about the area and whatnot, not me. I agree with them on a few things, like, the colour of the ground and all that, but not, as far as I was concerned, it's not secret squirrel stuff.
Are you aware of any reason why Ray Kellett or Darcy Keegan would lie about that?
No, don't know.
Did you take any ropes with you?
Just one blue one.
Was that rope the same kind of rope that you used when you were ascending into the shaft with Mark Houlihan that you referred to before lunch?
Yes, it would have been.
Did you take the winch that you referred to, or the witness statement of, I apologise? I believe it was Mr. Waterhouse referred to a winch. Did you take that winch?
Yes, that's part of the quad bike. It's on the front.
And did you take any harnesses with you?
No.
Is there a reason you didn't take any harnesses with you when you had been practicing abseiling with Jenny and Ray prior to taking this trip?
Yes. Can I say it's not actually abseiling, it's rope work. Abseiling is when somebody goes over a cliff or whatever at a great rate of knots. Roping is different.
Does roping work encompass rope work off a boulder in one of the paddocks at the Beverley Farm?
Yes.
That's rope work to you?
Yes.
So you have agreed that you were to meet the Kelletts in Woburn?
Yes.
And did you send a text message to Ray Kellett at about 1 o'clock or so, checking that the Kelletts were awake and that they were on their way?
I think from memory it was 1:30. It was the time half hour prior to them leaving that it was arranged that I would text them to make sure they're up and about, and they were.
And you sent that text message?
Yes.
And did they arrive in Woburn as you had planned?
Yes, from memory, it was between 5 and 5:30 when they arrived.
And what vehicles were they driving?
Jen was driving the yellow Land Cruiser, towing the cage box trailer, 6x4, I think it was. Yes, 6. I think it was a 6x4 trailer with a cage on it. Inside it had the quad, and up the front of the trailer they carried their fuel inside. Inside, like front of the trailer, was where the fuel was.
I apologise if you've already answered this, but my understanding was you've referred to the vehicle that Jenny was driving. Have you also described the vehicle that Ray was driving?
Ray was a new Range Rover, black.
And did he have a trailer on the back of the Land Cruiser?
Yes, he had what they refer to as a tradies trunk trailer. On it was a subframe built, and on top of that was his rooftop tent.
Did you have any occasion to observe what other equipment they might have had in their respective vehicles?
Yes, because I helped pack it.
You helped pack it down in Beverley?
Down in Beverley, yes.
You've referred to meeting the Kellets at the Roadhouse in Woburn?
Yes, I was parked directly opposite the Woburn service station on the corner.
Yes.
And there's a sort of parking bay directly across.
And did you have breakfast with the Kellets at the Woburn Roadhouse?
I shouted them breakfast.
And then did you travel from Woburn to Paynes Find?
Yes.
And then did you travel in convoy further from there to Tabletop via the Paynes Find Sandstone Road?
Yes.
And is it the case that you arrived in the afternoon of the 19th of March in the Sandstone area?
Yes, it would have been.
Can you explain why that particular location was chosen for the camp?
Yes, because they'd had a lot of rain up there previously, like a couple of weeks before that. That area was perfect for the puppy. It was lush green grass.
You've referred earlier to the $3 million patch, and my recollection of your evidence was that Ray was very keen on the $3 million patch. Is that right?
Yes.
Is there any reason why you didn't attempt to go and camp closer to the $3 million patch when you arrived?
First of all, we had to find a way to get through there, through the creeks.
Is that the only reason?
Yes. It's not something you're just going to wander through the bush in. First of all, Ray didn't want to scratch his vehicle, which I don't blame him. So you just take your time and work out a good route, how to get there.